Good morning and welcome in this new video. Behind me there is the Lake of Geneva. I'm gonna spend 1 month in the Swiss mountain during the allergy period in April, and I feel like it's gonna be great.
Hi, I'm Mathias Serra, and forget the cliché, a trader can actually live his best life in a van. Hike, dirt bike, kayak, ski, beauty, but always with philosophy. I will bring you with me no matter if it's in a blizzard or a volcano. You're gonna rediscover Europe and the game of life like never before. So subscribe to not miss any of my next expedition.
This is my first night after 3 months of pause. I've put a new window so that I can open inside without having to open the door. It's dark, so I have my privacy. The second modification I did on the van is here. As you can see, I did a new isolation on the door because it was not properly done. So I hope to be ready for the colds, because now I'm gonna spend 1 month in very high altitude, like 2000 meters. I'm also super happy of my organization. I changed something. So here is the morning before going to bed bag and the shower bag. And like in the morning, for example, you take some vitamins, deo, cream. All of this comes in the morning bag. Same thing for when you shower, for example. So it's very convenient like that. Believe me, this spot is not on Park 4 Nights. If you would like to know where it is, just check in the YouTube description. I share the position, I don't care right now.
After 2 foggy days, the sun came out finally. As I'm working on the road, I did chill few days in this spot, but after getting some sun bath, it was time for me to continue my travel and meet some friends in the Nada station in the Valais. I took the chance to go skiing and it was amazing. Fresh snow, so the conditions were perfect. In early April, most people have already moved on from skiing, so the slopes were almost empty. I also went on a few solo hikes through the snow, fresh air and peace views guaranteed. Back to my van, I was lucky to see beautiful lights on the mountains and sunset. I like being cozy when it's cold outside and just chilling and watching YouTube. My diesel heater was working non-stop as the temperature dropped to -6 during the night and almost -4 in my water tank. It really dries out the air, so I improvised with a wet towel to add some humidity during the night. It's not the most high-tech setup, but it worked at least until I get a proper humidifier. In the morning, I realized the van was fully covered by snow. It was the first time for my crafter. Very exciting and also a good training for when I will be in Norway. The next week, I headed close to Montana and I ended up in a parking at one of the most beautiful van spots I've found in over a year of traveling. But it was time for me to refuel the water with this view. The sunsets there were absolutely stunning. Check my description for the spot. On the weekend, I went to the luxurious Montana to enjoy Adriatic at Caprice Festival. It's a famous Swiss duo DJ. To access the festival, you take the cabins, and once there, it looks like that. Yeah, good vibes, good music, and beautiful sunsets.
I was here like 3 days in a row, but a little bit farther there. There is a big parking. I decided to move here next to the roads, and this is the first day I saw some weird behavior in the people. Like here, there is some space. There was 2 cars stopping by and watching me from the car, and then police came also. They waited like 30 seconds, sorry, and then they moved. So for me, it's the signal that yeah, I'm gonna move from here. Otherwise, I was in a very, very nice place. I like this place so much. It's so quiet. And but also one thing that happened today, just because I'm next to roads, I heard 2 cars passing by and using their horn, you know. I realized one thing: when you are on a parking, they don't get that you are there. But when you are just close to the road, they feel like you are there. And I don't know why these people, they use their horn. It was the same in Italy, in Portugal, here in Switzerland. They were very gentle in this place, in a small town next to Crans-Montana, and they accept the vans. It's time to move on, and I'm going to do a hike. So that's exactly my plan, to hike up here as much as possible with the bike until there is too much snow to continue. And now I will continue by foot.
Something you only really see when you travel off-season and away from the crowd is this: animal remains, leftovers from the harsh winter. That dreamy van life didn't last long. I ran into another breakdown, this time with my water system, which didn't want it to start again after my refueling. I had to empty out the garage to access the water pump. Luckily, it turned out to be a simple fix. It was just some bit of a residue clogging the pump. That's why it's super important to always check the quality of the water you put into your tank.
I just realized this is the output, and here this is the input. They've put the filter after at the output of the pump. So that means if there is some particles in the water, it goes direct in the pump and it blocks the system.
Now my pump is working, time to continue my travel.
Welcome in this beautiful day, and you can see behind me the Valais completely under the snow. I could show off on YouTube and on Instagram to say like, look, this is dream spot, I slept here and so on, but you know, I'm very fair with you guys, and you know, it's forbidden, as you can see on this panel. Every nice spot, especially in German part of Switzerland, is forbidden to sleep, but at least you can stay during the day. And today I decided to give this spot as a meeting point with 2 of my friends who are joining me here in Leukerbad. We're gonna enjoy a small walk, and also we're gonna spend some time in the thermal bath. You can see this mountain is falling apart, and these are allergies corridor. And there is a city there, there is a city there, but there is no city here. And this is a national reserve because it's dangerous, this place, especially when there is a lot of rain. We arrived at the camping and I like the ambience so much. We are end of April and there is so much snow, but temperatures are quite high. We're gonna spend a good time here.
I got to experience sleeping directly on the snow in the van, which was the first time for me.
Ah, le chien il est trop heureux.
I was really glad to have the 4x4 to access easily to this place. It's not the case for everyone. Since it's melt season, you can see avalanches crashing down.
C'est impressionnant. Oh là là, regardez là, regardez là.
It's powerful, beautiful, and just humbling.
Wow. Impressive.
After those emotions, time to enjoy a small hike next to the river.
Bien sûr, ça rend pas en vidéo. Yes, trop bien.
Already time to say goodbye to my friends until next adventure. I'm heading now even higher to the called Simplon, one of the few mountain passes open all year between Switzerland and Italy.
Tonight I'm sleeping at 2000 meters. As you can hear my nose, I still have some allergies, so that's why I came here. I'm back in winter. It was not easy to find a spot with the snow, and also when I arrived it was like foggy, and they said it's gonna rain and snow the whole week. Today was sunny in Valais and it was 19 to 20 degrees, and here it's like one. I lose 20 degrees in like 30 minutes. Insane life.
Yeah, I have to find a solution for my cover sounds, especially during the night.
It's my height, 2 meters of snow. So now the storm is coming in 2 hours. They said there is a risk of 1 to 2 meters of snow here. Is really insane. I wanted to leave it, but I won't play with nature, you know. Everyone tells me to go down, it's getting empty, so I don't want to be blocked or rescued or something. I have food, I have everything. I wish I could experience that, but you know, I go down now.
We got so much alerts on that topic. My friends living there since 20 years or more never saw that. In my next video, I will show you after the storm and what it's like to live 1 month at 2000 meter high. Make sure to subscribe to get my next episodes.